Hello students. So today I am here to discuss an important concept which is known as sociological perspective. This you need to understand because if you reflect on a given social phenomena, what are those perspectives through which you can reflect on it? Means if you hear someone is speaking on something, a social phenomena, can we already guess what he or she is going to say? Be it GS paper number 1 Indian society, GS 2 social justice, even in GS 3 left wing extremism and all, and then in ethics also, whenever you are reflecting from sociological point of view, are there limited perspectives? Answer is yes. According to Haralambos, there are three sociological perspectives mainly, sociological perspectives, namely functionalism, conflict approach, and interactionism. These are the approaches. In conflict approach, if we'll talk about, as Haralambos points out, there are two major approaches, Marxism and feminism. And whenever we talk about interactionism, the general meaning is symbolic interactionism. Though Weberian interpretive sociology, phenomenology, ethnomethodology, etc. can also be part of interactionism, but we will limit it to symbolic interactionism. Let's see what are these approaches. If you are reflecting on something, let me bring it to within the frame. If you are reflecting on a given social phenomena and trying to understand any given social phenomena, suppose you are picking any given social phenomena or item, if you are trying to see how it is contributing to the society, then that is the functional perspective. Means how that given thing is functional for society. Take example of social item. Example, say education. So how education is contributing to the society? Education inculcates skills and knowledge, values that help you survive in the society, especially skills and knowledge through which you earn income, you earn your livelihood. So in this sense, education is helping you survive, at the same time inculcating, imbibing the value system of the society, and so you will not create mess in the society. So education is functional for the society. This is functionalism. Now you come to conflict approach, especially Marxism. So Marxism will see anything as a result of conflict between two groups. Similarly, feminism will see anything as a conflict between two groups. That's why they are known as conflict approach. In Marxism, the conflict is between haves and have-nots. Whereas in feminism, the conflict is between man and women. What is the meaning? Marxism see at a social reality from a lens in which it will see how that given social item is reflecting the exploitation by haves of the have-nots. Haves means rich or the owner of means of production. Have-nots means poor or the worker. So, for example, in a capitalist society, how capitalists exploit the poor people, the workers, how the bourgeois exploits the proletariat is what Marxism will focus on. So, suppose if we'll ask them, how do you look at education? So, Marxists will say, education produces workers for the capitalist. Your education system produces slaves or the workers that a capitalist system requires. You are not producing capitalists. You are not helping them get rid of this cycle of have and have nots. You are creating those kind of people who are going to help you in the process of maintaining capitalism. Similarly, if you come to feminism, they will explain everything from the point of view how that particular institution or that social item is reflecting the domination of man over women. Feminism considers that the problem of or the plight of women is because of its or their exploitation, women's exploitation by the man. So if you ask them again, if you ask them about education, what did they say? I explained. So suppose if you ask feminist, what do you say about education? They will say, education promotes those ideas that supports patriarchy. Patriarchy is the reason because of which women are exploited, subordinated. Patriarchy simply means rule of father. Paternarchy, pattern means father, archy means rule of father. Means male dominance. So education promotes male dominance. You look at the history, the great fighters on the personalities are male. You look at the polity, in the power, everywhere the male is present. So whatever is being taught through education is promoting the same kind of dominance. The mythologies, whatever you are studying through education, they are all promoting patriarchy. So education is a means of perpetuating patriarchy in the society as per feminist group. Now when you come to interactionist, they will have a little different approach. What will be their approach? Let me summarize it in a simple word. I am changing the color so that it can make sense to you. These people, be it functionalist, Marxist or feminist, they provide a macro perspective of the society. These perspectives provide a macro perspective of the society, means they look at society from a broader perspective. Whereas schools such as symbolic interactionism provides micro perspective, means they will give importance to individual. They will simply say reality is created, social reality is created through interaction. We interact and create the understanding around us. There is no social reality as such that is there in existence as proposed by these functionalists and the Marxists. Rather, we create our own reality. In general, in GS paper 1 and GS paper 2 and all the GS papers, in the media, in the debate, wherever you read something or you encounter people reflecting on things, these are going to be only functionalist and the conflict approach. In general, people do not talk, or the scholars do not talk from interactionist approach, because it is a little bit confusing. But for a student of sociology, it is important to understand interactionism as well. And symbolic interactionism particularly, in which it is claimed that our social world involves symbols. When we see a woman wearing vermilion or a Mangal Sutra. We know she is married. She did not